I put 1 cup of water into these plums, poured another about 4 pounds in there, I suppose right around there. That's about what I like to work with. I can put in a lot more plums, but then it's hard. Everything takes longer, everything's harder standing here trying to get pits out. But as soon as this is all cooked up and mushed and the pits are removed, this will go into the Foley mill. So yeah, when you take a potato masher and you begin this back, steaming the camera lens. You begin mashing it like this. You can lift up and you can see the seeds. You can see plum seeds, and you can pick them off, mash it. Just like that. Pick them up and go through them. I'm seeing, there's a plum seed right there on it. You can see it makes it twice as fast to get all the pits out of the brew. Here we've taken the wild plums and we boiled them, or just simmered them for a while in a pan. And then I took this potato masher right there and mashed them real good, and the seeds start to come out. You see, I take a small spoon, I start going through the mixture looking for seeds. There they are right there. There's a bunch of pits, plum pits. We take those out. There's some juice that we can pour out of there and put back in the mixture. But this is the hard part. Pouring in plums, putting in a half a cup of water, and then boiling them and mashing them till you get this consistency right there. And then taking out all those pits. Okay, after we've removed as many pits as possible from the plums, we scoop it into this Foley mill. We'll start throwing in 1 scoop at a time, or 1 or 2 scoops at a time, and turning the handle of the Foley mill to remove the juice and the pulp from that skin. Okay, here's how you work a Foley mill. Go round and round, go backwards. If there are any plum pits left in there, and there usually are, it'll stop the mill, and then you have to pick them out. But you go round and round like this, keep working on it and working on it. Eventually you will have nothing left but skin. Plum skin. All the juice and all the pulp all that great stuff is going right inside. You can close in or show the pan in here, no pun intended. You can see inside of there. That's all the juice and the pulp. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, thank you, camera lady. Okay, if you check it out, we have 2 quarts and a pint and a half, so we have 5.5 pints of the pulp and juice mixture. So tomorrow, now we'll just save this, and tomorrow we'll cook this with the sugar and make the plum jam. Here we've got all of our jam juice, all that pulp and juice on medium heat. That's starting to, we'll bring that to a rolling boil. Over here we've got lids slowly heating up, and put those on a high heat till they start to just start to simmer a little bit. And here's some jars, 4 half-pint jars. Okay, so we're going to slightly boil the jars, not hard, just let the water kind of simmer around them. And same with the lids. Okay, as the sauce boils, or as we bring it to a slow rolling boil, we'll add this pectin. There's ball pectin, and here's Surgel. You can also use Surdo, I think it's called. We'll put in like a half a jar of the ball, what's remaining, and 1 package of the Surgel, because we started with about 11 pounds, 11 ounces of wild plums. Usually you'll use like a packet of Surgel for like 4 or 5 pounds of plums. So we've just discovered would be about the equivalent maybe of almost 1 can of the ball pectin for a big batch of plums like we're doing right now. Okay, now my help is stirring the pectin in. Go ahead, keep stirring the pectin in. You see our jars over here, they're starting to just simmer a little bit. Same with the lids. And when it comes to a rolling boil, we'll add sugar. In this case, we'll add 10.5 cups of sugar, because we're gonna add 3/4. We have 14 cups of sauce, a little over 14 cups, and we're gonna add 3/4 cup of sugar to each cup of sauce. Usually you do a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar to sauce, but if you back off on that a little bit, you'll have a little tiny bit of tartness coming through, a little better flavor coming through than the store-bought stuff. In fact, a lot better flavor than store-bought. Store-bought is usually too sweet. Okay. Now that it's close to coming to a rolling boil, I'll be adding the sugar. And a bag of C&H, 4-pound bag, has about 9 cups. And there over here I've got another cup and a half. So 10.5 cups. I'll be pouring that in when it's coming to a boil. I probably won't show that because I'll be using both hands to handle that bag. Okay, now I've added the sugar, and now we're bringing it back to a rolling boil. And as we stir it and dissolve, you have to dissolve all that sugar. Okay, now we have it at a slow rolling boil, and we'll do that for a couple of minutes. And it'll be done, ready to put in the jars. Okay, now we've boiled it, and you can see there's a little bit of scum on it. Not much. Very, very little. Fogging my lens again. Very, very little scum. And so what I'll do is I will just skim that off, discard it, and we're ready to fill the jars. Another thing I discovered is the jar lifters you can buy at Walmart or some of the stores. They don't work as well as these standard tongs. See that? Just salad tongs. They work your best for the job. Right here. That's what you want to use to put your jars in and take them out of boiling water. And the lids too. This is a better deal. Okay, now there's the first one. I took a jar out of the water, dumped the water out, put it on a plate, filled it with a ladle. Now we'll set it over here, and my assistant will put the lids on, then I'll tighten the lids. Okay, now our jam's canned. We've got a total of 17 half pints and this little bit remaining in this jar. So we got a little bit less than the last time, but this is going to be slightly thicker, better jam, same flavor. The last jam was not runny. It was more like apple butter. This is going to be a little thicker than that. I think it's going to be a better quality on our second attempt. So there you have it. Enough jam to last me at the rate I eat jam a whole lifetime. Yet I'll probably just hoard it away and lord it over all of my buddies. Just to aggravate them. So long, and I hope you get out there and pick yourself some wild plums and make yourself some nice, delightful jam. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Okay, see you later. Oh, I forgot to add. Here's a jar box. Took half-pint jars out of this box. Don't throw these boxes away. You can go ahead and put your full jars back in there for storage.